Good afternoon, everybody. You're looking live. The Golden Dome Athletic Center, downtown Newark, New Jersey. Happy Saturday, everybody. Who's better than us? Welcome, everybody, on Raider Vision. I'm John Heffernan. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play coverage today of your Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders basketball teams. We've got a double dip today, doubleheader. Women kicking things off in a couple of minutes from now. And the men will be doing the same at about 6 o'clock. The Scarlet Raiders women's team comes into today's ball game with a record of 3-12 overall. Still looking for that first conference win. They're 0-9 in the conference this year. They certainly have their work cut out for them as the visiting props of Rowan University coming in to today's matchup with a record of 10-5 overall in the conference. They are at 6-2, and they've won a couple in a row. The props coming off big wins against Ramapo and a big win against Stockton on Wednesday the 15th. They are led by their senior, Kate Hurley, number 20, out of Dennisville, New Jersey, a Middle Township high school, a three-sport star in high school, lacrosse and field hockey. She's focused on basketball post-high school, and she's done wonderful things here, especially this season, under second-year head coach Kate Pearson out of Cabrini. Kate is assisted by Dr. Damiso Josie, Francesca Lee, and Tori Eggers. And for the Scarlet Raiders, they are led by their third-year head coach, Stacy Townsend, assisted by Brianna Thomas and Jamira Watkins, in addition to Mr. Michael Famosa, everybody. We mentioned Kate Hurley, a standout for the Scarlet Raiders. Keep your eye on the junior guard, who's just been playing really, really well of late, especially in the last game for the Scarlet Raiders, a loss at Kane on Wednesday. The Cougars 76-58 winners in that one. Rutgers Newark was led by the 20 points from the junior guard that we just mentioned, 5'7", number 12, Sinead Brody out of Farrell, PA. Hey, man, those are our two players to watch for tonight's matchup, folks, and we're just about ready to get underway. Don't go anywhere. We got some good hoops coming up and a must-win for the Scarlet Raiders if they want to get this season turned around. Let's go live to center court for the opening tip. Our crew tonight, officiating crew, Alberto Estrada, Jackie Cruz, and Dr. Douglas Purnell, everybody. And the props do what they love to do, shoot the three. This one is off the mark. Hurley with the miss, but will stay the same way. Hurley, 30 of 69 from beyond the arc. That's about 44% this year. And head coach Kate Pearson telling me, hey, man, we want more touches from the paint today. Can't keep relying on that three, so we'll see. They try one there, and that shot no good by the senior, Reagan Russo. And now it's the Scarlet Raiders' turn. Felder lets one fly off the mark. The other starters for Rutgers Newark today. The junior guard, Rayana Abdul Salam. Number 2, Nicole Tamario. The aforementioned Corneja Felder. Sinead Brody, we talked about her just a moments ago, and Tracy Ilderis round out this starting five for Rutgers Newark. Rutgers in the home white and red, and props in the UPS uniforms. I kid. What can Brown do for you? Well, we shall see. Certainly putting together one heck of a season. I better be careful with my little jabs, you know. It's fine-looking uniforms for the profs. That shot up and under. Nicole Tamario, who got the scoring started just a few days ago in that loss at Kane, does the same here tonight for Rutgers Newark as they're up 2-0. And that's going to be out of bounds. Oh, there it is. Three-pointer, good. Kelly Kunzel, the 5'9 senior out of Hohokus, New Jersey, with the basket. Felder finds Ray Ray coughs it up after the deflection. And it's Kunzel looking for back-to-back threes, and she gets him. Timeout, Stacey Townsend on the back-to-back threes from number 24, Kelly Kunzel, the 5'9 senior out of Northern Highlands High School. We'll be back after this Rutgers Newark timeout.
If we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world, or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being, that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers, or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
After the early timeout from head coach Stacey Townsend for the Scarlet Raiders, after back-to-back threes from the Profs, make it 6-2, and Rutgers with possession. Nice pass up ahead to Felder, and has that smacked away by the 5'9 Kunzel. Kunzel kicks it out to Johnson for three. And so much for getting more touches in the paint, as 3 3-pointers here in the first 2.5 minutes from Rowan. They increased their lead to 9-2. The pull-up 15-footer off the mark from number 12, Sine Brody. And back come the Props. Hurley looks inside to Johnson. Johnson, the 6'2 senior out of Downingtown, PA.
It's dead on one side.
Inbounding the basketball is Bunkley.
Get in.
And that shot by Ilderis, no good. Bunkley again looks for Tracy. Tracy kicks it out to Brody. Brody with the left hand, no good. Number 34, Johnson, may have gotten a piece of that one. And on the turnover, here comes Rutgers Newark. Bunkley up, misses. And crashing the boards there was Brody. Good hustle by the junior guard. And it'll stay the same way. Last touch by Rowan. Checking in now, it's number 42, Jess Mastriano, the 5'10 junior out of Flemington and Hunterdon Central. And Jess Mastriano's got a whole cheering section in the crowd tonight, including mom and dad and 3 of her sisters. One of 4 girls that represent the Mastriano home. All of them basketball players. And Dad, Chris, coached all 4 of them when they were kids. I want to welcome Chris and Kerry to the ball game. Mom and Dad of Jess Mastriano. And that shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Props. Props slow it down just a little bit as Reagan Russo finds Hurley. Hurley off the mark. Hurley leads all Rowan players in the three-point category this season. 3-pointers made and 3-point attempts as Ilderis gets fouled on the play. Oh my gosh, look at this, everybody. After the Rowan foul, we've got a very special guest in the building, everybody. Let's put our hands together. There we go, Mark. I think we got you now.
Special guest is you, John.
There we go. Mark Griffin, everybody, the athletic director right here at Rutgers Newark. Mark, you know, we've got a new administration coming into the White House on Monday. What better time than to take the pulse of the current administration here at Rutgers Newark? Lots to cover. I'm so glad you're here. Can't lose sight of the X's and O's on the floor as Ilderis made that second free throw. In my opinion, Mark, number 22, one of the hardest working Scarlet Raiders. Good backdoor pass up and in. And it was Christina Johnson who snuck underneath everybody for the bucket. But Mark, nice to have you here. How are things going? How are we doing today?
Things are good. We're getting ready for the second semester to start.
Bunkley
Tuesday.
just put an important basket in for Newark.
John, is it me or does this Rowan team look very big?
They are big. We could start with number 34, Shayla Johnson at 6'2". And
we got some serious height on this team.
And number 24 listed at 5'9". That seems taller than that. Johnson, there are two Johnsons. Christina listed at 5'10". And arguably the best player is Herlihy. She missed there. The follow by Jasmine, also no good. Jasmine recently put into the ball game. Freshman player out of Old Bridge. And we'll go back the other way as another prop will check in this time. It's number 15, Charlotte Carlisle, the junior forward. And Mark Carlisle out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the tallest member of this props team, listed at 6'3". That's number 15. Ilderis has the task of guarding Carlisle.
Philadelphia to Rowan, John, it's not exactly a big stretch. Maybe half hour, 45 minutes.
Kate Pearson, the second-year head coach, who was at Cabrini,
she came
which
from
closed.
Cabrini. Yep.
She's a Pennsylvania lady and still lives there, Mark. And does the commute.
Like I said, it's kind of like going from Jersey to New York. It's just across the river.
Aaliyah Sanchez now checks in for Newark. She'll replace Tracy Ilderis. Kate Pearson, lovely woman, by the way, Mark, and she talked about...
I didn't know her very much when she was at Cabrini.
She spoke in reverential terms, Mark, about the head coach, that longtime head coach that passed away not too long ago from Rowan.
Demetrius Poles.
The Demetrius Poles. Big shoes to fill in Pearson's second season. I know he had a long battle with cancer, Mark, and are still kind of raw. A tough thing to go through for any team. And
I believe he played on their
program.
men's team years ago, too, if I'm correct.
And back come the props.
That's a travel.
A traveling violation, so a turnover. And it will be the Scarlet Raiders basketball. So, Mark, Rutgers coming off a couple of tough losses at Kane, TCNJ of late.
Well, John, we're into the NJAC schedule now, so there's no more easy games. We have Rutgers Camden on the road Wednesday, and both men and women should be winnable. But you got to win the games. It's not, nobody's giving you the easy wins anymore.
Outlet pass, and the shot was no good by Carlisle, but there's a whistle and a foul called on the play. And that will go against Rutgers. As number 3, Lily Bras, I should say. The 5'6" freshman guard out of Holland, Pennsylvania, and Council Rock South checks into the ballgame. Mark,
Council Rock South, I think, is the largest high school in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that first.
Or they used to be.
Well, I see that Rowan has their own broadcast guy here today. Hint, hint, Mark. Maybe you and I can get back on the road soon.
Well, it's a radio. It's not the video, John.
Oh, okay. Tamario with a big 3, Mark.
But
I'm impressed by this freshman, Mark, out of Brantford, Connecticut.
Yes, I think she's got some serious potential, John.
And trying to answer with the 3 of their own. That was number 25 for the props. No, who was that?
No, it was
number
20. 21 was. Yeah, it was 21 that threw that up. They don't seem bashful for taking the threes yet, John.
A nice double team there by Rutgers as they're helping out quite a bit in this zone defense. And it doesn't seem to prevent another 3.
No.
And it's number 21 this time for the props, Jasmine, who hits the tray.
Speaking of threes, did you see the comments from the NBA commissioner thinking that they're shooting too many threes, and it's losing. That's what's making them lose their viewership, and they're going to have to address it.
Well, I think, look, regardless of, that's going to be a foul.
She was behind the line too. If I'm
it was
mistaken.
a 3-point attempt from Ray. So she'll shoot 3 free throws, Mark. Mark, listen, I think the narrative for quite some time with the NBA, despite the behemoth that they are, juggernaut from a business point of view, international, national, global game. How often do you hear as Ray Abdus-Salam goes to the line? I don't think it's just me. I can't watch an NBA game until we're in the fourth quarter. Because it's just all they do is put up the threes. It's back, it's forth. It's so predictable. That's not to undermine the beauty of the game and the talent that they have. But I think college basketball is more compelling.
Yeah, I think you're right, John. I think the problem is that the NBA game has become very predictable.
There you go.
They're going to throw up a lot of threes. And also, to date you and me, the days of the banging down low are over. I mean,
how
we don't
great
really
was that with the Pistons and the Celtics back in the day?
Big men in the
Knicks,
NBA.
you had Oakley and you had Lambeer and the Bad Boys. It was physical. The rivalries.
Oh, come on, Brody's got that.
Sine, beautiful job. The 7-footer from Brody on the side is good, and Brody picking up from where she left off just a few days ago. And Mark, Brody telling me she's putting in a lot of extra time in the gym, and it's paying off.
Yeah, John, her
She works
game
very hard.
Her game is just so fluid, and she's just got a great attitude for us. She really does.
Well, I think it was also her ability to recognize, with the absence of our Lenny Medina, the leading scorer on this team, it was a chance for Brody to step up, and she's done just that. And we go to a timeout here, Mark, but listen, despite the struggles of this Scarlet Raiders team this year, the mantra here over and over is we continue to try to do the little things right, not worry too much about the big picture, try to get better a game at a time, a day at a time, and continue to build.
Well, it's true, though. I mean, you need to focus on the things that you can do. You need to focus on the basic stuff, the free throws, the layups, not making unnecessary turnovers. And then once those things kind of start going your way, then the whole picture can come together. But if you can't do the basics, we're never going to be able to do the big picture here, John.
This is
and
true.
I think, I also think Sine's game has kind of fit into what we need right now.
She is fast. She plays
smart,
a very well-rounded game.
She
plays aggressive.
Smart and athletic is the best way to describe her.
Going left to right, finds Tamario. Good ball movement here. Bunkley. And now Tamario again.
Stick that.
Three-pointer from Ray, way off the mark. Mark, I understand you were in the country music capital of the world recently.
The NCAA convention was in Nashville. Nothing significant at our level came out. There's obviously some crazy stuff going on with Division I, NIL, and stuff like that. But I think some of that stuff is probably going to get pushed as the Division I schools try to settle this federal lawsuit, this class action suit, House versus the NCAA. A lot of those things are going to get worked out, I think.
Nice rebound there by Francis Bunkley with a minute and a half to go here in quarter one. A big possession here for Rutgers Newark, trailing 17-12. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rowan. Will stay the same way. So a successful trip, Mark, overall?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I think I think in some ways it was predictable for the Division III legislature and stuff. Like I said, I think there's a lot that's going to come down with federal stuff and the NIL money, and that's travel. But, how that trickles down to the Division II and Division III levels, yet to be seen, and the whole concept of 5 years of eligibility will be an interesting mix, which I think where you stand on the issue depends on where you sit. And as I had discussed with a number of my colleagues, the 5 years of eligibility sounds good to us. But with 80% of the schools in Division III being private schools, I'm not sure there's too many kids at Stevens that are going to come back at $75,000 a year to play an extra year.
That's a good point.
So, although it may sound like something that is viable for public institutions with much lower tuitions, if 80% of your schools are private and they're pretty pricey, I can't see them thinking it's a great deal. And with the transfer, the first couple times they tried to say that you could transfer and play as a grad student, got knocked down in Division III, and it's because most Division III schools don't have big grad programs like we do.
Hurley hits for the props. 35 seconds to go, and a little bit of ping pong there, and fouled in the play was Francis Bunkley. It'll be number 13 now. Johnson, Christina returning, the fifth year, 5'10" out of Toms River North. So the freshman Bunkley on the line for Rutgers Newark. Bunkley shooting 60% from the line this year. Makes the first.
John, I'd have to say this has been a fairly productive first quarter for us. For a team
Absolutely.
as good as Rowan, I think we're starting to show the signs that, do the basic stuff and keep our head in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, 15 seconds now, or 16.5, and a turnover. Another opportunity here for Rutgers.
Looks like they threw the ball to that mystery three-point shooter there, John. I don't know where she was.
Mark, Rowan at the very top in fourth place and one of the top four in the conference right now, along with Patterson, College of New Jersey, Montclair State. Tamario misses, and Rowan at 6-2 in the conference. So no foul called. Pearson wanted one at the end of the first quarter. Rutgers only trailing by 6. That's got to be a good sign overall.
I think it is,
the Scarlet Raiders.
So, John, what are you thinking about for Monday night's College Football National Championship?
Well, I think
Ohio State, Notre Dame?
There's two things I think. One thing I think 9.5 is a little excessive as far as the spread point, as far as the point spread's concerned.
Oh, Ohio State's
favored by 9.5. That may have changed in the last few days, but last I looked, it was 9.5 a couple days ago.
Having seen both of them play, I don't know the numbers, but I would say that Ohio State's probably the better team. But Notre Dame's finding ways to win.
Oh, look, I had to show him in the flesh, everybody. Mark Griffin.
I'd have to say the bigger story coming out of this national championship game is that the Bears want to talk to Notre Dame's head coach. So,
I'm telling you, that guy, you talk about Freeman. You talk about a rising star. Yeah, 9.5 point spread. Look, I think it could either be a very close game or a Buckeyes blowout just because of the way they're playing right now. Yeah, I think if Notre Dame keeps it close in the first half,
they'll be fine.
They got to stop the big play. I love Notre Dame's special teams. I think that could be a difference maker in this one. They've got a capable quarterback, Riley Leonard, nice young man as well. And I just hope for a good game. And, of course, I'm pulling for the Irish.
The two semifinal games were incredible. So I got to believe we're going that direction.
Second quarter underway.
Look at this, 3. Ooh.
3 no good by Zoe Francis Bunkley. Good ball movement once again, and a clean look at the basket there.
John,
Haley Selmer
as we were
misses.
Just talking about us doing the basics, free throws and layups, Rowan's not taking care of the basics, John. There's some first half stats.
Well, checking the first quarter stats as a foul is now called. Well, leading the way with 5 points was Christina Johnson, number 3. Hurley, Mark, nope, 5 points. So tied with Johnson as Ilderis goes to the line for Newark. For Rutgers in that first quarter, 5 points from Tamario, 3 for Bunkley. and 2 apiece for Elderis and Brody. So, yeah, hey, I like my game plan for the Irish. I like it for Rutgers tonight, too. As Elderis gets set for her second free throw and hits it. Now, Rutgers trailing by 4. Got to stop here, and we got a ball game. Oh, good, excellent defense by Felder. Tips it to Elderis, and here comes Tamario on the fast break. Tamario with the left hand, pull-up J from 15, rims out. And there for the rebound was the 6'2" Johnson. And now it's Herlihy who goes baseline. The lefty floater is good. Herlihy makes it 21-15. And Felder has that knocked away. You know, Herlihy, the three-sport star in high school, Mark, lacrosse, field hockey, and hoops, creeping up on 1,000 points. She said, Katie told me before the game she loves the freedom that Kate Pearson gives her, and Kate told me that comes from trust. And Hurley, certainly one of the leaders, quiet leader, I'll say, on this team in Rowan in 2025 that could do a lot of damage come tournament time.
Well, I think we're getting to that point where you got to get hot, because I think the formula nowadays is healthy and hot going into the tournament. And not necessarily good, but healthy and hot.
This also marks the first meeting of the season between these two teams, Mark. And
that's true. It's a late – we're getting through the first round.
Right, first round. The second round will then commence, for those of you who aren't aware.
Which will start playing everybody twice.
Right, home and away.
Which has been a discussion area, because – starting in 26, we're adding New Paltz to our conference, and we're still looking at split schedules, north-south, a rotating.
Ross makes the second. Now an 8-point lead for the Profs. Here comes Zoe. Zoe will pull it out. Crossover to Tamario. Felder with space. Tamario pulls it out, pats the head, and sends players in motion. Salam lost the handle, was able to get it to Felder, who has that blocked. Just a very stingy defense being displayed here today by Rowan. That three-pointer off the mark from Christina Johnson.
You know, John, I would have to say Rowan's shooting percentage from the threes isn't real good today, but they still keep pushing the ball in there. So hopefully we can keep a hand in their face and distract them, because if those threes start falling, we got trouble.
Francis Bunkley missed badly there from in close. And Tamario's going to get called for the foul as Mastriano returns for the Profs, and Brody back in for Newark. There's Brody, but Tamario with 2 fouls for Rutgers Newark. She's off the floor now as well. Herlihy, long-range 3, good. Kate Herlihy with a big three-pointer to make it 26-15. Abdul Salam.
Go to the hole. There you go.
The seam. Got to finish that. Look at Elderis. Man, she is relentless on the boards, Mark.
She finds a way, John.
Leading the team in that category for Rutgers. Tracy Elderis was noted by Michael Famosa, the assistant coach, as being one of the hardest working kids on this team, and how much she brings in the locker room with her leadership. And he also mentioned not everything may show up on the score sheet, but positive player who was relentless in her work ethic. And one of the leaders for Stacey Townsend's Scarlet Raiders. Brody with a rebound off the Rowan miss, and Brody going a little coast to coast. And the floater off the glass is no good. Rebound Props, and the outlet pass is a long one, finds its mark, and Hurley for the easy lay-in. Hurley, he snuck behind everybody. Touchdown pass, and the two-point conversion is good. Speaking of some football references, Mark, what's going on? Chiefs getting underway soon or what?
Who?
Chiefs, Kansas City.
4:30, John.
4:30.
Minutes into the game.
So,
I know you want to know. Taylor Swift is in the house. Okay. That's the good luck charm.
Wow.
I know you were waiting to hear that all day.
They're home. Who do they have today?
I just looked at it.
We should know, right?
I should know, but
I'll pull it up real quick.
They are playing the Houston Texans.
Okay. So NFL playoff action in full swing. 0-0. The 10-7 Texans taking on the 15-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Flyers beat the Devils today, 3-1.
Flyers, Devils. Hey, are the Nashville Predators any good in hockey?
Well, I don't know how they're doing this year.
Some friends of mine jumped out one night in Nashville to go to the game.
Nice. So Props showing man defense, showing zone.
Nice.
That shot is good by Elias Sanchez. Nice job, Sanchez. What do we have, a new PA announcer? We had one, now we got another. What's going on?
Kirk has arrived, John.
Okay. Fashionably late.
Apparently, but we're here.
Okay. Speaking of delays, you confident we're going to get volleyball in tomorrow? We got a little try match scheduled.
From all looks of things, it doesn't look like it's going to start snowing until
I heard
afternoon.
It's starting in the morning, but that's New York
John,
City.
I just was on the weather app, and what I'm reading in our hourly forecast is that it's not going to get cold enough to snow tomorrow.
Ross hits the second.
Until afternoon, 1 o'clock.
Hey, I'm all for it.
I think we'll be fine. We've checked with our opponents, College St. Elizabeth and Bard, and they're both very much anticipating being on the road and being here no problem. So
long-range three by Felder off the mark. Offensive rebound. Brody, putback is good. Beautiful job by number 12, Sinead Brody. Mark, so the men's volleyball team, a lot of hullabaloo. Well, nice deflection there by Sanchez.
That's a big carry right in front of the official.
Frances Bunkley, Mark, I think has got a lot of upside as the freshman, but she's just got to work on the mental part of her game. That's a good example there.
But men's volleyball did get off to a good start Friday.
Lost to, what is it, LaSalle?
LaSalle up from Boston, and they beat Riviera. The big Atlantic City men's volleyball.
Yeah, what's that all about? They keep the boys out of trouble down there?
Well, we were down there for the day. I mean, originally we were going to play Friday and Saturday, and the way the rotation went, we had 2 games on Friday, so it was an easy up and back for us.
Yeah.
But they're trying to do more of that stuff. The Atlantic City Sports Commission bring tournaments in, bring teams in. Somewhat similar to the model that they're doing in Vegas, trying to get every sport in the world to come in there and do stuff from tiddlywinks and cornhole to Formula One racing and boxing and everything else. I think Atlantic City's trying to catch that.
Got it.
But Felder. I think it was a fair start for us. Hopefully we can get 2 in tomorrow, and then we'll get rolling pretty quick.
Felder's first personal puts Carlisle's on the line for Rowan, and Carlisle's second offering from the charity stripe is no good.
Not
Felder
shooting well from the line here, Rowan, John.
So, Mark, Aiden Albrecht, I believe he was the recipient of a pretty prestigious award.
Back in December. The American Volleyball Coaches awarded.
Talking about the head coach at Rutgers.
30 under 30. Up-and-coming players in volleyball in the United States, college, club, and high school. It was a nice honor for him.
Good guy. I love that guy.
Yeah, and I think we've got the parts to be really good this year. Like any year, we need to be a little lucky, a little healthy, but I think we're moving in the right direction. So,
well, their preseason poll, I know it's a limited NJAC field, right, for men's volleyball, but we're picked to win the NJAC. It's the CVC that has a little more importance.
CVC is our primary men's volleyball conference. NJAC, really, right now, we only have 4 teams that play men's volleyball. When we add New Paltz in 26, we'll have 5, and New Paltz has been a perennial national power, so that'll be a nice addition for us.
Well, a young team is a beautiful move down low by Carlisle, the 6'3" junior forward. Makes it 32-23, but Rutgers still hanging around, Mark, as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. This one's flying by.
Wow, it is 4 minutes already. Whew.
Nice pass.
That's
beautiful.
A great pass.
See, Ray's got to finish that, but what a beautiful look by Zoe Francis Bunkley.
Yeah,
There's a great indicator of what number 1 for Rutgers can do. Great court vision by the freshman. Felder, excellent defense here by Rutgers. They don't give up, do they, Mark? And here comes Zoe. Zoe gets double teamed, kicks it out to Brody, who goes baseline. Brody with the floater. Yes! Sine Brody from the side makes it 32-25. Rutgers trails by 7. 3:30 to go till the half. Hurley. Carlisle has that fall at her feet. It's kicked around, and Rutgers, scrappy as ever, comes up with it. Zoe in the corner, Bunkley. Now it's Brody. Brody with the miss. Good individual effort, though, by Sine Brody.
That's a walk, John.
Rutgers playing man-D. And the 6'2" Carlisle kicks it out to the corner for 3.
That's over.
And that one is off the mark by Christina Johnson. Quick transition here. Brody now with the right hand. Pulls it out. And she has it knocked it away at the double team. And look at this. That's beautiful, Mark. Gorgeous basket in transition. Hurley finishes. And Hurley is lighting it up in this first half for their head coach, Kate Pearson, who spoke glowingly about the senior prior to the start of the game.
That's not good.
Hurley with a team leading 14 points now for the Profs with 2:22 remaining in the second quarter. It's a violation that will give the Profs the basketball. Brody tied with Ilderis for the scoring lead. 6 points apiece for the Scarlet Raiders. That shot off the mark. Brody, rebound. Brody, coast to coast. Brody, gorgeous move. Oh, can't finish. Ilderis comes up with a rebound, and she'll get fouled. Good hustle once again by number 22.
Brody made an unplayable play by just hanging on that. Almost playable. She's a great talent for us, John.
Ilderis already with 4 rebounds today. Ilderis 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Make it 5 for 5.
She's got a great touch from the free throw line, John.
Ilderis shooting 66% this season from the charity stripe. Looking to keep it perfect in this first half. Oh, that one rims out. Back comes Lily Braz. Braz, I believe, was fouled by Tamario.
That's her third or fourth personal foul.
So that will bring in
I'll tell you what, John, she plays
Abdus-Salam.
tough.
Tamario will take a seat. That's 3 fouls on Tamario. And Braz will go to the line for the Profs. Hits the first. Braz 4 for 4 from the line today. Make it 5 for 5. And now 5 for 6. Rutgers trails by 9 with 1:45 to go. Nice move, and Buckley is going to get fouled. Another opportunity here for the freshman to pull a little closer.
Turn to the game, number 15, Scarlet.
1 of 2 from the line today for Francis Bunkley. Make it 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Misses them both. Can't underestimate the importance of those free throws, especially against a talented team like Rowan. Gorgeous pass from Herlihy. Is intended for Haley Selmer, the 6'1 sophomore out of Odenton, Maryland, and Indian Creek High School. But last touch by Rutgers. 1:25 on the clock. Herlihy lets it fly from inside the three-point arc. No good. Zoe brings it past midcourt over to Ray. Ray back to Zoe. Zoe threads the needle. She gets tripped up. Nothing called. Herlihy on a 2-on-1. Braz pulls it back. Braz goes cross court. Nearly picked off by Zoe Francis Bunkley. And she'll be fouled on the play. Christina Johnson picks up her second. And Rowan now over the limit. So that will put Zoe on the line as number 24, Kunzel, returns, the 5'9 senior. Let's see if Zoe can redeem herself on this trip to the free throw line. She's 1 for 4 today. One for 5. Hits it. Good job, Zoe. Way to stay with it. 35-27 with 55 seconds to go in this second quarter. You're watching Scarlet Raiders basketball on Raider Vision, part of our doubleheader today. Felder kicks it over to Rayana. Zoe gets double teamed. Abdul Salam down the lane has it knocked away. Elderis with the offensive board, put back no good. That's 4 attempts now, and Elderis finally closes it. Good job on the boards by Rutgers. The lead now 6 for the Profs as they'll get one more look here. Carlisle over to Braz, back to Carlisle against Elderis. Carlisle, it won't fall, 3 seconds. Felder with the 3. Oh! At the buzzer! Quinasia Felder. Oh! She knocks heads with Arlene Medina at the half. Let's hope everyone's okay.
And
but Mark, the
officials are
4th-ranked team in this New Jersey Athletic Conference, is being tested here today at the Golden Dome as the Scarlet Raiders, with that last second 3 by Felder, only trail by 3, and are playing the role of spoiler here today in the first half. Anything's possible. Mark, your thoughts?
I think it was a phenomenal first half for us, John. We did the little things that we had talked about, hitting free
Chop
throws.
wood, carry water, baby.
No, it's just we played a really good first half. I don't know if Rowan was ready for it, but we were ready for them. So let's see what kind of adjustments we can make at halftime, because obviously Rowan's going to come out shooting. And 35-32 at the half is a nice first half for us against the team fourth in the NJAC right now, John.
Mark Griffin alongside John Heffernan, and we're going to run through some of these statistics in that first half. First for the Scarlet Raiders, here we go. Thank you to my line producer, Paul Recchia, for handing us the up-to-the-minute statistics, everybody. Leading the way for the Profs of Rowan University with 14 points. The senior, Kate Herlihy. What else did Kate do? 3-pointers. Herlihy, 6 of 13. No, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 of 13 from the floor. In 18, 19 minutes of time on the floor. 5 points for Lily Bross and four points for Abby Jasmine. For Rutgers Newark, they are led 9 points from Tracy Alderis, number 22, 5 points for Nicole Tamario, 6 for Sinead Brody, 4 for Zoe Francis Bunkley, and a big basket by Aaliyah Sanchez. 3 points for Abdus Salam. And as far as rebounds are concerned, 8 for Alderis as she closes in on the double-double. Don't go anywhere, folks. Second half action coming up in about 12 minutes. Mark Griffin, John Heffernan, and don't forget, men's action starting at about 6 o'clock, and we got full coverage of Rutgers Newark ranked men's volleyball team as they make their home court debut tomorrow morning. Let's call it volleyball at Rutgers. Breakfast, men's volleyball breakfast at Rutgers, kind of like breakfast in Wimbledon. 11 o'clock start tomorrow morning. So we're excited. We're excited for that. We'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. Scarlet Raiders making it a ball game. 35-32. The Profs with the lead. You never know. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Rutgers University Newark, home of the Scarlet Raiders. Our first stop is the Paul Robeson Campus Center. The Paul Robeson Campus Center is the heart of student life through its many student organizations and boards, venues for performances and conferences. Bradley Hall is the home of 2 academic departments, arts, media and culture, and urban education. Smith Hall is one of the technology and learning spaces on campus and features state-of-the-art equipment. It's also home to the mathematics department. Here we have Boyden Hall, home of the Biology Learning Center. The center offers students a place to independently work on lab assignments while still having faculty within easy reach. The Life Sciences Building is a 67,000-foot building that features state-of-the-art equipment. As the flagship business school at a top national public research university, Rutgers Business School is strategically positioned to excel and expand by synchronizing its future plans with worldwide business trends in urbanization, globalization, and digitization. This is Engelhard Hall, home of the Office of Graduate and Undergraduate Admissions, the Honors College, as well as a computer lab. This Center for Law and Justice building is the oldest law school in the state of New Jersey. The School of Law is considered to be among the best law schools for public interest and currently sits in the top 10 for law schools in the U.S. Blumenthal Hall is home of financial aid, health and pharmacy services, the Newark Counseling Center, and parking services. The Golden Dome Athletic Center is home base for 12 Division III sports. The basketball arena seats 1,100 fans with a fitness center located in the basement. The newly state-of-the-art turf Frederick Douglass Field is home to the men's and women's soccer programs, as well as the softball team. We are the ones that will change the world. At Rutgers Newark, you're not just in Newark, you're of Newark.
Back here live at the Golden Dome, second half action is underway as the Profs inbound the basketball. Profs lead 35-32. If you're just joining us, John Heffernan with the play-by-play here tonight, live from the Golden Dome Athletic Center, part of a doubleheader on Raider Vision as the men will be kicking things off at 6 o'clock. That shot no good by Shayla Johnson. And here comes Tamario for Rutgers Newark. Tamario, 3 fouls, has to be careful. And she launches a long-range three. It's no good. Rebound, Shayla Johnson, 6'2", senior out of Downingtown, PA. It's number 23, Russo, Reagan Russo, being lauded as a very strong defensive player. And we've seen some of Reagan's expertise in this game. Nice backdoor pass as Christina Johnson finishes for Rowan as they get the scoring underway here in the second half. Felder, who hit that big three at the buzzer to end the second quarter, back on the floor and with the ball for Rutgers. Zone defense shown by the Profs. The miss from Tamario. And it's number 20, Kate Hurley, who's fouled by Sine Brody.
That foul's on number 12, Sinead Brody. That's her first. Team first for that.
That'll put Hurley on the line. Hurley makes the first. Those are Hurley's. These are Hurley's first free throws of the ball game, and she hits them both. 2 for 2. Felder over to Brody. Brody to Tamario. Tamario. Abdul Salam to Eldaris. Eldaris has that shot interrupted by number 34, Shayla Johnson, who came down with a rebound. Russo. The ball's on the floor. It will be a jump ball possession. Arrow will give the ball to Rutgers. Important possession here for Rutgers. Eldaris, she's got a tough matchup there with the 6'2" Shayla Johnson. Darris miss. Johnson now looks inside to Christina Johnson. And that shot was no good. And Tamario's going to take it herself. Nicole Tamario, Felder for 3. That's off the mark. And another rebound for Shayla Johnson. She's been a machine. Intercepted by Felder. Felder playing well tonight for Rutgers. She's fouled on the play. Felder with that 3-point bucket at the end of the second quarter will go to the line for her first free throws of the ball game as number 3 Bross returns for the Profs. She replaces number 23 Reagan Russo. Felder now misses the first. Rutgers has missed 6 free throws tonight. Second one is good by Felder. We're here in the third quarter of this NJAC game of the week, live on Raider Vision. Hurley, good defense by Rutgers. And Bross steps on the line. It'll be a turnover. And it'll be Scarlet Raiders basketball. We're here in the opening 2 minutes of this third quarter here at the Golden Dome Athletics Center in Newark, New Jersey. We're expecting some snow tomorrow on this January weekend. Oh, gorgeous drive by Felder with the finger roll off the glass and good. And Rutgers trailing now by just 4. Johnson kicks it out to number 24, Kunzel. Kunzel misses. Hurley's there. Hurley nearly throws it away. Johnson from just inside the free throw line hits for the Profs. Shayla Johnson. Profs up by 6. And a traveling call will go against Tamario as Zoe Francis Bunkley returns. She'll replace Sine Brody. And Carlisle returns for the Profs. Profs 6-2 in the conference this year. Rutgers still looking for their first conference win. Profs currently in 4th place in the New Jersey Athletic Conference. Johnson with the left hook. No good. Rebound Tamario giving to Bunkley. Tamario gets it back. That rims out. Johnson again with another rebound. Carlisle kicks it out. Kunzel, three-pointer is good. Huge basket for the Profs. As Kunzel gets her first 3. No, Kunzel is now 2 of 3 from three-point range. That shot off the mark. Rebound, Shayla Johnson. Ross looks for Carlisle. Felder knocked that one away. Up ahead now to Ilderis. Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled by Bross. That's 2 fouls now for Bross, so she'll take a seat. And Mastriano and Jasmine return for Rowan. And that will put Ilderis on the line. Ilderis 5 of 6 from the charity stripe today. makes the first. Big free throw there. Shooting 83% today. 85, I should say, after that free throw. Misses the second. Carlisle with the rebound. Three-pointer is good by Kunzel. That's 2 in a row for Kunzel. Kunzel now with 8 points, or 9 points, I should say. Felder from inside the arc. That goes up and over the backboard and gets stuck right underneath the shot clock. I don't think there's anyone tall enough to get that ball. Not even the mop's going to do it. The 6'6" Leonard Hughley might have some luck, and he does. A hard-working operations manager here at the Golden Dome, Leonard Hughley, gives an example of the amount of different hats that guy wears. Sets the tone here at Rutgers Newark. Keeps things moving for everybody. Always appreciate the hard work of Leonard Hughley. So the props now on the offensive. And again, another three-point attempt by Kunzel. And she misses there. Brody gives to Tamario. Tamario finds Ilderis. Ilderis' shot is off the mark. Carlisle is there for the rebound. Jasmine now with the left hand. In the front court being guarded by Zoe Francis Bunkley. Carlisle now, the 6'2" Philadelphia product, has that pass stolen from Rihanna Abdul-Salam, and Hurley knocks it out of bounds. Will stay the same way. Good job defensively there by Rihanna Abdul-Salam. Arlene Medina out of the lineup if you're just joining us. She had a freak injury to her shooting hand. The sophomore out of the Bronx, New York, leading scorer, not in the lineup tonight. Abdul-Salam for three, no good. Renee Houston Allen nursing a calf injury, also out of the lineup for Rutgers as Hurley misses. And a wide open putback off the mark from Jasmine. And Jay Alston also out of the Rutgers lineup with a finger injury. Ball is loose. I think Tamario's going to get called there. Uh-oh. I think that's 4 on Tamario. She's going to have to come out of the ball game. Felder returns. And number 13, Christina Johnson, into the ball game for Rowan. It'll be number 21 to inbound the basketball, Jasmine. Shot by Hurley, no good. She's fouled on the play. The health and wellness major will go to the line for the Profs. She's from down the shore, the Cape May area, youngest of 4 kids. As far as her career plans after she graduates in May, she said, well, we're going to see where it takes me. Hurley prides herself on the following slogan: hustle beats talent. And she said one of the players she likes to give some credit to this season, Reagan Russo, a defensive threat, scrappy key player. And it's that relationship between Kate Pearson and Kate Hurley that has been a big difference maker for Hurley, her first female coach. So it's a strong comfort level with the second-year head coach, Kate Pearson, which has helped Hurley shine this year. And That pass deflected by Zoe Francis Bunkley will stay the same way. Kate Hurley also giving some praise to Demetrius Poles, the late head coach for Rowan. Oh, great steal there by Zoe Francis Bunkley. Francis Bunkley just misses. Offensive rebound by Brody, in and out. Back come the props. Nothing called there as Christina Johnson can't convert. It's Brody with the fake pass. That shot no good. Got a little playground ball going on now here at the Golden Dome. Jess Mastriano with the miss. Carlisle with the follow. No good. Mastriano again. Count the basket. Jess Mastriano, the 5'10 junior out of Flemington and Hunterdon Central. Darris collects her second. Mastriano, her mom Chris, mom Carrie, dad Chris in the house tonight. Chris talks about the toughness, hustle, and post-up capabilities of his multi-talented daughter, Jess. We mentioned in that first half, after a lane violation, Mastriano will shoot another. He coached all four sisters, Samantha, Michaela, and Brianna. And they're all here tonight cheering on their sister, Jess Mastriano. Nice to see that in the visiting rooting section. 2:08 remaining here in this third quarter. 52-36, Rowan with the lead as they begin to pull away. Brody will take the three, and it's off the mark, and the shooting has gone cold here for Rutgers in this second half. And we'll go back the other way. Last touch by the Profs. One thing that Sinead Brody was telling me before the game is the new book Stacey Townsend has bought copies for all of her players. Chop wood, carry water, and talking about the small details of the game. Not get sucked into the negativity of a trying season, at least as the win column is concerned. Felder hits again. Long-range jumper is good by Felder, who's having a breakout game. Felder, the junior out of Newark, a transfer student. And a foul going to be called on Abdus Salam. Picks up her fourth. Oh, boy. And back into the ball game for the props, Shayla Johnson will replace Jess Mastriano. It'll be Hurley on the line for Rowan. Hurley with 18 points. Make it 19. Hurley 2 rebounds as well. Hurley, the leading scorer on this Rowan team, averaging close to 18 a game. Hurley steps off. Out on the floor for the props, it's Russo, Shayla Johnson, Christina Johnson, Abigail Jasmine. Pass underneath, Hilderis gets fouled. Good look. A little backdoor play by Rutgers, and that'll put Hilderis on the line. Kelly Kunzel also on the floor for the props as she picks up her first personal, and Hilderis will go to the line for Newark. Hilderis 2 for 8 from the field, and 7 of 9 from the charity stripe for Tracy Hilderis after that first free throw. 8 for 10 for Ilderis from the free throw line. Final 45 seconds here in the third quarter. Newark trails by 14. And that goes right through the hands of Shayla Johnson to Brody. And Brody's going to take it herself, finds a seam and has it stripped away. It'll stay with Rutgers. 31.7 to go. And the men going at it at about 6 o'clock. Long range three. Quinasia Felder is absolutely on fire. Felder now with 11 points. To go along with 6 rebounds. 2 for 4 from three-point range. Another three, that one off the front of the rim from Kunzel. Kunzel 4 for 6 from three-point range today. Or 3 for 6 for Kelly Kunzel. She's tied with Herlihy with the most attempts today from beyond the arc. Herlihy 2 for 6 from 3. Johnson, number 13. That's Christina Johnson, 1 of 4 from three-point range. Jasmine hit a 3 as well for the Props. 54-43. We've got 3 quarters in the books, folks. For the Scarlet Raiders after 3 quarters, it's 12 points for Tracy Ilderis to go along with 10 rebounds. So Ilderis officially with a double-double after 3 quarters. 11 points for Quinasia Felder, and she is 4 rebounds shy of the double-double. Leading all scorers, it's Ilderis Felder with 11, Ilderis with 12, 6 for Brody, 4 for Zoe Francis Bunkley, 2 for Sanchez, 3 for Abdul Salam. And we'll be back after this.
Take a look at this. Now, what does this cheese doodle-looking thing have to do with curing diseases? A whole lot, really, because scientists at Rutgers Health are conducting groundbreaking research on how these microbiomes may contribute to inflammation in our bodies. Understanding these organisms may help us cure several inflammatory intestinal disorders, gesundheit, and even some allergies.
Back here live at the Golden Dome, 3 quarters in the books, 54-43 Rutgers with the lead. Wanted to give a shout out to Rowan Radio, 89.7 WGLS FM, and their broadcast staff, juniors at Rowan, Sam Prince and Jordan Weisinger in the house today. Let's go back to the live action. A nice job by the juniors on the road, looking sharp in their suits, all suited up, making me look like a homeless guy. So nice to see the boys hard at work. And speaking of hard at work, that's a big 3 hit by Kunzel, her 3rd of the game. As the Props now with the 57-43 lead. Bunkley gets collapsed on. Beautiful pass underneath to Felder. And a timeout by Stacey Townsend. Felder is just on fire today. 13 points for Rutgers Newark. We'll be back after this timeout.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Back live at the Golden Dome after the Stacey Townsend timeout off the Felder bucket. Felder now with 13 points. It's been quite a journey for Felder. Played some ball at NJCU. And transferred to a junior college after that and ended up here at Rutgers. Happy to have her. Her career high with the Scarlet Raiders, 15 points. So she's 2 away from tying that. Felder been one of the bright spots here tonight for Rutgers Newark. And a bright spot for Rowan, Shayla Johnson, who hits the mid-range jumper. Shayla Johnson. Felder says, why not take another one? Quinasia Felder with the 3, and that gives her her new career high at Rutgers Newark, and she's got 16 points. Nice move in the paint as back-to-back baskets for Shayla Johnson. The props keep answering back, but really it's been the Quinasia Felder show for Rutgers Newark as Zoe Francis Bunkley is fouled by Shayla Johnson. Johnson now with 3 personal fouls. Shayla Johnson has 11 rebounds tonight. 10 of those defensive rebounds to go along with 6 points. So she's 4 points shy of that double-double. As Zoe Francis Bunkley goes to the line. Misses the first. Kunzel for Rowan is good for the double-double at this stage. 11 rebounds total. Well, let's check that again. No, Kunzel has 1 rebound. My bad. Shayla Johnson, 11 rebounds, 6 points. Kunzel, 12 rebounds, 1 point. 20 points for Hurley, who's just doing the Kate Hurley kind of thing. Gorgeous pass underneath. Johnson on the look from Hurley. That's the way to do it. Zoe Francis Bunkley being guarded by Kate. Brody gets turned away. Brody again to Ilderis from the free throw line. No good. Another rebound from Johnson, who's been an absolute machine on the glass tonight. Obvious height matchup problems tonight for Rutgers. They're taking on a much taller team in Rowan. And Brody picks up her second personal. And that'll put Hurley on the line for the props. Hurley is the NJAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week back on December 9th. Continues her impressive run in this her senior year at Rowan. As Tamario with a strong move, but can't convert. Carlisle with the rebound, looks for Hurley. Hurley somehow comes up with it. And a long-range bomb there by number 24, Kelly Kunzel. Kunzel can't convert. And Jasmine will return for Rutgers. And Rowan's going to call a timeout with 7:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's the Prop 65, Rutgers 49, 7:16 to go. And folks, don't forget, we've got the second of our doubleheader today, starting at approximately 6 o'clock. Rutgers taking on the Props of Rowan University, as the men will go head-to-head in an all-important conference matchup. We'll have it all for you live here on Raider Vision. At this time, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders basketball right after this.
The European Wax Center on Halsey Street in Newark. Come on in.
Back live at the Golden Dome after the props timeout. Scarlet Raiders inbound the basketball. Look at Zoe Francis Bunkley slashing to the basket, and it falls short. Good burst of speed by Zoe, but it didn't fall. Carlisle being guarded by Ilderis. She gets to Russo. Nice move by Russo, and she's fouled on the play. Reagan Russo, the 5'9 senior out of Pompton Plains, New Jersey. Morristown Beard High School.
That foul's on number 11, Carnation Felton. It's her second. Team second.
Russo on the line. Misses the first. She was a four-time all-conference selection. Also lettered in volleyball, and she's a psych major here at Rowan. And a pass ahead to Brody. Carlisle with the rejection. Back comes Herlihy. Herlihy gets it back. Herlihy being guarded by Zoe Francis Bunkley. It's Kunzel, Carlisle, and Ilderis. Good job by Tracy. Carlisle gets the miss back, and it's 2 boards in a row off the offensive glass for the props. Ilderis finally comes down with it off of the Christina Johnson miss. Zoe Francis Bunkley looks to thread the needle. And misses on the other end. 6 minutes remaining. Jasmine will be fouled by Felder. Felder with a new career high tonight for Rutgers Newark. 16 points for the transfer student. As Felder collects the foul. And making the first free throw. Jasmine wastes no time, hits them both. Jasmine 3 for 4 from the Lions tonight. It makes it 67-49. 18-point lead for the Profs. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Abdul Salam gets turned away to Mario for 3. No good. Rebound, Brody. Strong rebound. Put back is good for Sine Brody. Brody now. 8 points for Sine Brody. Herlihy being guarded by Brody. 2 athletic players going head to head. Carlisle. That's just beautiful. Beautiful movement. Finding the 6'2" Carlisle from right around the free throw line. Pretty form on that made basket. As Tamario will be fouled on the play.
That's number 20, Hayden Herlihy. That's her first, team second. Nicole Tamario at the line, 2-2.
So Tamario now will shoot 2. Tamario's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Makes the first. Six points for Tamario. Make it 7 for Nicole. They've got number 42, Jess Mastriano, back into the ball game for the Profs. Johnson, good look underneath. Mastriano just a little too far underneath the basket to make that one. Tamario steps up, looks for Eldaris. Felder collects the loose ball, and she'll be fouled on the play. Felder with 16 big points for Newark. Looking to add to that here as Carlisle returns, replacing Shayla Johnson, who's had a heck of a ball game here tonight. Making the first is Felder. 17 points now for Felder. Make it 18. She's been in the groove tonight for Rutgers. Rutgers trailing by 14. Jasmine to Carlisle. Carlisle's back to Jasmine. Driving to the basket was Russo, who couldn't convert. And now it's Felder again, who loses the handle. But it was no, they're going to say it's off of Felder. So that will give the basketball to the props and we're Reagan Russo. But Kate Pearson will call a timeout for the props with 4 minutes to go. Rowan 69, Rutgers 55. We'll be back with the Final Four right after this.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Back live at the Golden Dome after the Rowan timeout. Rutgers showing press. Props beat it. Mastriano finds Carlisle, who has it stripped away, but it's picked back up by Jasmine. Ball is loose again, and Rutgers comes up with it. Good job by the defense for Rutgers Newark. Felder lets it fly from 3. No good. That'll be props basketball. I was impressed today by Michael Famosa, the assistant coach for Rutgers Newark. Had a nice chat with him and talking about life principles, and everything we do matters, especially the importance of the small details. We mentioned that book, Chop Wood, Carry Water. As Rutgers continues to work. Felder with the miss, Carlisle with the rebound. Famosa, also a basketball trainer. Met Stacy Townsend and got brought aboard here as an assistant coach. A nice young man who's very high basketball IQ. Brings a lot to this coaching staff here at Rutgers Newark. My thanks to Michael Famosa for his insight prior to the game tonight. You know, Kate Pearson calls the New Jersey Athletic Conference the Wild Wild West, and anything can happen on any given night, but it's been the props picking up where they left off. They've put together an impressive run here, not only on the floor here at the Golden Dome, but record-wise, as they're hanging tough at the top of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, at least the top 4. Nice look underneath from Zoe Francis Bunkley. And Felder will go back to the line. Stockton, Ramapo, and TCNJ all part of the last 3 games for Rowan. Their last loss coming on January 8th against TCNJ, but it's been consecutive wins against Ramapo and Stockton. I'll have them looking good at 6-2 in the conference as Felder will go to the line for Rutgers Newark. Felder misses the first. Felder looking to add to the gaudy numbers tonight, 18 points. Also got 7 rebounds. And that one rims out. You know, Kate Pearson talked about the big shoes that she had to fill with the passing of Dominic Poles. Demetrius Poles, I'm sorry. And, of course, our thoughts and prayers always with Demetrius and his family. Good look underneath as he fought to the very end. And what a terrific guy Demetrius was. I had the opportunity to get to know him a little bit over the years. He is still missed today, as he always will be, as Rayana Abdul-Salam steps out. And another 3 things that Kate Pearson has talked about is confidence. The 3 things Kate Curley talked about is confidence, the ability to let things go, and living in the moment. Those are 3 things she said she's improved on dramatically since she brought her talents to Rowan University since her freshman year. And I think with Kate Curley's system, with control and tempo, ball reversal, and the great job she does on scouting, the future looks bright here in 2025 for the Profs of Rowan University. They lead 69-55 as Johnson misses. We count down the final 123 as Zoe Francis Bunkley's fouled on the plate.
That foul on 21, Abigail Jasmine, that's her first. Team is eliminated.
So Sinead Brody, after that 20-point outing,
Hey, 76 at this end for Kate. Back out, Chris! Hey, Chris, take it out!
we mentioned the 20 points that Sinead scored. The 15th at Kane fell off a little bit today as Bunkley hits the second with 8 points. But Cornelia Felder has been amazing tonight, as has Tracy Alderis with another double-double for Tracy. That'll be a Rutgers foul. 12-point lead for the Profs will put Hurley on the line. But it's been the quiet confidence of Kate Hurley today. Again, one of the standouts on this very deep, talented Rowan team. Nice fake by Tamario, but she ran into a brick wall there. And that's been a big part of the problem today for the Scarlet Raiders. You know, Shayla Johnson at 6'2". Tamario's got nowhere to go in that situation. Big, tall, athletic team. Johnson, gorgeous backdoor look as it's Johnson and Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. 72-57 as we count down the final 40 seconds. Couple of bright spots for Newark today. Quinasia Felder, Tracy Alderis. Quinasia Felder eclipsing her career high here at Rutgers since she came to this program in her first year after transferring. So a nice bright spot for Felder with 18 points, and that leads all Rutgers Newark scores. Johnson versus Alderis. Great job by Tracy. Oh, Tracy grabs that left knee as she was hustling for that loose ball, and she's down and isn't moving. Oh, boy. She's grabbing that left knee, folks. Just such a hard-working kid. I really have so much respect for Tracy Alderis, and just Great example of how she just works until the very end, regardless of the score. It may sound corny, but it's absolutely true with this kid. Always a positive presence for Rutgers Newark as Brian Fanning will work on the left knee of Tracy Ilderis. We hope everything's okay. We'll be back after this medical timeout. All right. And we're back here live. Tracy Ilderis gingerly limping off of the floor as she's hobbling. Left leg seems to be a problem, but it's a good sign that she's up. 22.4 to go. Profs up by 15. Folks, don't go anywhere. The men from Rowan and from Rutgers will be going head-to-head here at the Golden Dome in our second game of this doubleheader. Rutgers miss. And the Profs will just likely hang on to it here with 7 seconds to go. And a foul. Really kind of pointless at this stage, but 3 seconds to go. It'll be a foul from Felder. What will put Hurley. I don't know who that is. Can't see the number. It's not Hurley on the line. That's number 21 on the line. So Jasmine makes the first, the 5'6" freshman out of Old Bridge. An offensive rebound and a putback at the buzzer, no good. And that was Shayla Johnson for Rowan. And Johnson finishes with 8 points. She was looking for that double-double, and she didn't get it. All she had to do is hit that layup. That was the big response from the bench. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it here from the Golden Dome. The final, 73 to 57, and the leading scorers for Rutgers, as we just mentioned a few minutes ago, Quinasia Felder with 18 points, and she chipped in or contributed with 7 rebounds as well. 12 points for Tracy Ilderis to go along with 14 big rebounds. Good for the double-double. Man, that kid works hard. We hope she's okay. Zoe Francis Bunkley, 7 points to go along with 8 rebounds. 3 points for Abdul Salam, 8 points for Brody, 7 for Zoe Francis Bunkley. And for Rowan, leading scorers, 23 points for Kate Hurley. My goodness gracious. And she contributed with 4 rebounds as well. We mentioned the 18 rebounds from Shayla Johnson to go along with 8 points, 12 points for Kunzel, 9 for number 13. Christina Johnson, she contributed 5 rebounds for the Profs, 4 points for Carlisle, in addition to 7 rebounds. Jasmine, 7 points to go along with 7 rebounds. 5 points for Brass to go along with 1 rebound. 5 points for number 42, Jess Mastriano, to go along with 4 rebounds. Folks, that's going to do it here from the Golden Dome for the first of our doubleheader, as Rutgers Newark falls to 3-13 on the season, 0-10 in the conference. For Rowan University, they improved to 11-5 overall and 7-2 in the conference. It's the men coming up next, everybody, in about 20 minutes. We'll have it all for you live from the Golden Dome on Raider Vision in the second of our NJAC game of the week, and we will be back with more Scarlet Raiders basketball after this. If you're tuning out, folks, we'll see you next time. We've got volleyball tomorrow. John Heffernan signing out for now. We'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders basketball, men going head-to-head in 20 minutes. Back after this.
13-6.